And now it's time for Money Matters. The holidays are here, and that means it's time for shopping.
Shoppers are getting out there, right? There has been a huge shift to online shopping in recent years. The question many want to know these days is, can the brick and mortar stores survive? Matt Dicken, our financial expert from Strategic Wealth Designers, is joining us today. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Is there a way for department stores to turn this around? It is really a heavy trend toward online shopping.
Well, I think kind of the answer is really yes and no. We've already seen that there's a shift occurring, right? I know that Sears announced recently they're going to be closing more stores here in the state of Kentucky. We all know that some of the JCPenney's and Macy's are kind of dying off as well. So we're already seeing a big shift, and I think that's going to be a trend that's going to continue. I think it's going to be really difficult for the big box stores to remain in business with all of the online shopping that we're seeing, as well as the major malls are going to continue to struggle.
So what can the malls do to attract shoppers?
Well, they really need to try and reinvent themselves. You're seeing some malls shift to having more entertainment, whether it be movies or Dave & Buster's, Topgolf, things of that nature. One that I believe will survive are going to be maybe your high-end or niche shopping. You know, there's just very little that malls offer today that you can't get online, but if you're looking for a high-end piece of jewelry or something that's going to be very expensive, you probably want to go see it and touch it before purchasing.
Well, anything. I was just thinking about, you know, a blanket, a quilt, something like that. You kind of, how thick is this? I mean, you can't really tell by looking online.
That is true, but, you know, the online businesses are getting smarter and smarter, so they're making returns very, very easy. I know my wife buys almost everything online, and a lot of times she'll buy 2 or 3 sizes of the same item, because it's free to ship back the ones that don't fit.
And that does make it a lot easier if you do have to be in that position. It used to be heavily concentrated during the holidays, but this really seems to be around the year now.
It really is, and I think one of the big shifts we're going to see because of this is I think maybe during the holiday season, you know, retail hiring may not be as much or as big of a deal in future years as it has been in the past, because again, more and more shopping is being done online. So instead of working in a retail store, you may work at a big warehouse or something of that nature. Or
an online headquarters or whatever, so it may require people to move around some, you know?
A little bit, yeah. I just think that we're seeing a pretty dramatic shift that's going to continue, and having large box retailers are going to really have to try and figure out something different to do with that space.
All right, thanks, Matt. And to learn more about Matt on this topic or other business news, visit WKYT.com/Money Matters.
That's right. And if you want us to discuss that specific topic, we'll be glad to do it here on WKYT.com.